Behind the brightly lit Diwali streets of South Delhi, the story of Suman Milan, a resident of Govindpuri, will tell you why this festive season sparkled only for a select few. While the worst of COVID-19 may be behind us, the effects of the pandemic still haunt many. As per the latest Centre for Monitoring Indian Economy data, over 6.4 lakh people lost jobs in October. Suman, the 33-year-old homemaker, was seen tightening her purse strings and celebrated a fairly low-key Diwali as the pandemic-led pay cuts of family members and the rising inflation dampened the festive mood for her. While the record-breaking sales of over 1.2 lakh crore rupees made big headlines, including massive sales of 9,000 crore rupees worth of gold jewelry and silverware, and packaged commodities worth 15,000 crore rupees, and much more, the festive demand this time around has not come from the Aam Aadmi. Even as the business community in India is celebrating the spirit of revenge spending and sentiments improving and even pent-up demand, it is only a segment of India's population that contributed to this whopping sales figure. So who really went and shopped this Diwali? Well, there has been a higher demand for the mid to premium products this Diwali. The rich loosened their purse strings while the common man felt bogged down by higher inflation, price hikes, and even stretched budgets. Experts have pointed out that over 15% increase in prices by manufacturers of various product categories hit demand for the mass segment products and for items under 10,000 rupees price bracket. In case of electronics, which is one of the most sought-after category in terms of festive demand every year on Diwali, there has been a higher demand for those products with a bigger price tag. Be it mobile phones, television sets, kitchen appliances, refrigerators, or even air conditioners, all these product categories sold have demonstrated a widening gap between premium and less affluent customers in India. According to consultancy firm Counterpoint Research, Diwali season has seen the highest ever average selling price for mobile phones, both online and offline. The average selling price for phones in online sales was 19,000 rupees this year. Compare that with 17,000 rupees last year and only 13,000 rupees in the year 2019. Prachir Singh, senior research analyst at Counterpoint Research, told Money9, and I quote, "We have witnessed an increase in demand for smartphones priced above 30,000 rupees during the festive season. The sales of the mid to high-end smartphones was over 1.8 times than last year, and most of it was driven by replacement demand." Unquote. Bosch, a premium electronics appliances major, said that their sales have registered best Diwali in the history of BSH in India. The company's statement said, "From last year's Diwali, we have seen 28 to 30% growth on the back of better growth in metros and in product categories of washing machine and dryer combos, mixer grinders, dishwashers with a price tag of over 35,000 rupees." Unquote. Godrej Appliances, on the other hand, did register a 28% jump in sales year-on-year, with value growth being seen higher on the back of premium segments like the frost-free refrigerators. For the auto sector too, there was no festive spark to ignite sales, especially as the two-wheeler demand remained negligible. There was a lack of heavy discounting this time that led to muted demand, while premiumization gathered pace for the auto companies as SUVs saw higher demand. Hyundai Motor India had said that SUVs accounted for 55% of total bookings for them during the festive season. We also spoke to FADA President Vinkesh Gulati, who told Money9 that trends emerging across India suggest that the high-end cars and products and vehicles were sold more during the festive season. He said, and I quote, "There was a clear shift in demand as opposed to 50% of bookings in entry-level and mass segments earlier. This time, there was over 50% bookings in the SUV and the compact SUV segments, even though there is now a 4 to 6 months waiting period on the high-end variants, whereas the entry-level cars are seeing absolute muted demand." For the two-wheeler segment, there has been an even more severe impact. The country's largest two-wheeler maker, Hero MotoCorp, reported a 32% decline year-on-year in the month of October in sales. Industry insiders have also suggested that passenger vehicle retails were down 33% this festive season, the two-wheeler retails were down 15% over the last 30-34 days, and approximately only 3 lakh cars were sold as compared to 4.5 lakh cars this festive season vis-a-vis the previous one. The festive season sales, although record-breaking this time, do reflect India's growing wealth gap in the post-pandemic era.